Here's something that might shock longtime Silent Hill fans. The newest entry in the legendary horror franchise isn't actually that frightening. But before you dismiss Silent Hill F entirely, there's something far more compelling brewing beneath its surface. The game delivers an intoxicating blend of two powerful elements that create an unforgettable experience: deep-seated mystery and explosive rage. Set against the backdrop of 1960s rural Japan, Silent Hill F transports players into a world where authentic period details breathe life into every scene. Picture this. Weathered wooden structures create maze-like passages through tight village streets, while gentle streams weave between flooded rice terraces. Every corner reveals artifacts from the era: shimmering periodicals, retro kitchen appliances, and meticulously arranged floral displays that speak to Japanese aesthetic traditions. But here's where it gets truly fascinating. The most genuine elements aren't the environmental details that games typically nail, but the raw human emotions that most developers struggle to capture convincingly. Watch as teenage characters exchange cutting remarks, their faces betraying deep-seated worry and social tension. Notice how genuine feelings pour out through hastily scrawled notes, secretly passed during class periods. Our window into this beautifully crafted yet agonizing reality comes through Hinako Shimizu, a high school student whose peers describe her as resilient and strong-willed. The trademark Silent Hill mist eventually rolls in, forcing Hinako to rely on her physical capabilities as she leaps across barriers to escape the threatening haze. She grabs makeshift weapons, like metal pipes, to battle against scurrying creatures with unnaturally elongated limbs. For newcomers to the Silent Hill universe, here's what makes these games special. The fictional locations transform into deeply personal nightmares that reflect the inner turmoil of whoever's experiencing them. This installment maintains those classic elements while injecting remarkable new energy into the formula. The visual presentation deserves special recognition, achieving near photographic quality while maintaining an artistic, almost painted aesthetic that's both beautiful and unsettling. Natural illumination filters down every cold, shadowy pathway, creating subtle reflections off Hinako's precisely styled hair and conservative school attire. Crimson spider lilies repeatedly blanket the fictional mountain community of Ebisugaoka, converting the landscape into a disturbing ecological nightmare. Against an otherwise deliberately muted color scheme, these flowers create a shocking, and this is the part most people miss, Silent Hill F gains tremendous narrative strength from celebrated Japanese manga creator Ryukishi Oh7's involvement in crafting the storyline. Hinako stands at a crucial crossroads in her young life, still attending classes while facing an unwanted marriage arrangement orchestrated by her violent, alcohol-dependent father. She battles constant social pressures, whispered conversations among classmates, and the mysterious disappearance of her elder sibling. The narrative unfolds gradually through cinematic sequences and discovered correspondence scattered throughout the environment. While this represents standard video game storytelling techniques, Silent Hill F creates a captivating fusion between interactive exploration and narrative progression. The village of Ebisugaoka reveals itself in parallel with the unfolding mysteries, with pathways that seem to loop back on themselves in ways that mirror the story's intricate structure. Players uncover additional intriguing fragments, information regarding arsenic contamination, dangerous gas emissions, and construction of an enormous water barrier. Whether these environmental disasters directly connect to the monstrous transformations Hinako confronts, or simply serve as narrative misdirection, remains unclear even after completing the roughly 10-hour experience. Consider Silent Hill F as survival horror merged with Japan's honkaku detective fiction tradition, a mystery genre known for its intricate puzzles and fair play clues. The story continues, revealing new layers through multiple playthroughs, offering 5 distinct conclusions. During my initial exploration of eerie woodland areas, I encountered a massive, spiritually significant tree that remained completely inaccessible. This ancient giant stayed mysterious until beginning a fresh playthrough revealed new puzzle mechanics centered around it. Additional story segments and cinematic sequences emerge in subsequent runs, with helpful features that highlight previously unseen content while allowing players to skip familiar material. But here's where it gets controversial. Despite the mystery's impressive depth and complexity, genuine terror remains surprisingly absent. Silent Hill F certainly creates sinister atmospheres, maintains consistent tension, evokes melancholic moods, and delivers occasional moments of cringe-worthy brutality. Truly frightening? Not particularly. Nothing here matches the bone-chilling descent into subterranean depths featured in Silent Hill 2, where that infamous endless staircase seemed to drill directly into the protagonist's damaged psyche. Silent Hill F comes closest to authentic horror within Hinako's family residence, where doorways and chambers multiply endlessly while hallways stretch beyond normal dimensions. Space repeats infinitely until players solve all associated puzzles, operating according to nightmarish dream logic. The reduced fear factor stems primarily from increased emphasis on combat mechanics. Hinako delivers devastating attacks, performs slow-motion evasive maneuvers, and eventually masters a traditional pole weapon with a curved blade known as a naginata. She doesn't begin as some supernatural warrior, initially struggling to lift weapons properly and occasionally swinging at empty air. However, this teenager demonstrates unwavering determination, declaring, "Do not get in my way," as she grows increasingly confident and assertive. During combat encounters, Hinako consumes whatever healing items she discovers: traditional kudzu tea, mysterious red tablets, simple chocolate bars, while visiting shrine locations that function as save points, where she can offer prayers to deities for enhanced health, endurance, and mental stability. This journey represents a spiritual trial for a young woman caught between traditional values and contemporary life, reflected beautifully in the exceptional musical score that weaves together classical Japanese folk melodies with 1960s psychedelic influences. The road twists and turns, Hinako observes, during a contemplative moment near the game's conclusion. It's like I'm walking through my head. While this particular line feels somewhat awkward within a script that typically avoids explicitly stating its psychological themes, it raises an important question. What hidden demons inhabit the deepest, most protected corners of Hinako's consciousness? Through masterful environmental design, skillfully constructed storytelling, and intense combat sequences, players witness a young woman engaged in fierce battle against societal pressures and expectations. Silent Hill F brilliantly portrays her emotional transformation, progressing from desperate survival instincts to unleashing devastating fury. Rather than gradually blooming, Hinako explodes into existence as a formidable natural force. Silent Hill F becomes available September 25th across PlayStation 5, Xbox systems, and PC platforms. Now, here's what I want to know. Do you think horror games should prioritize genuine scares over deep storytelling and character development? Some argue that Silent Hill F's shift toward action and mystery dilutes what made the original series truly terrifying. Others believe this evolution represents necessary growth for the franchise. What's your take? Should Silent Hill stick to its pure horror roots, or does this new direction offer something equally valuable? Drop your thoughts below, and let's debate whether this change represents progress or a step backward for the beloved series.